Hey guys, Randall Cornett here, coming at you guys with some new information regarding AMC. I want to preface this video by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, you know, that whole spiel. Moving forward though, we all know, if you guys have been reading Reddit, watching my last videos on Twitter, that AMC had their annual shareholder meeting today. And it was pushed back, actually, for good reason too, I believe, and I think it helps our cause. I want to kind of go highlight some of those things and why I think that it's going to help our cause and why it's important that you know these dates and why it's very important that you go out and vote. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this and read what I highlighted from the press release. AMC Entertainment Holdings today announced that its board of directors has postponed the 2021 annual meeting of stockholders that was previously supposed to be held today. The date change will provide additional time for its millions of current individual shareholders to have their voices heard and more time to cast ballots on important shareholder matters. The annual meeting has been rescheduled for July 29th, 2021, and a new record date of June 2nd, 2021 has been established for stockholders entitled to attend and vote at the meeting. So June 2nd, you will be able to recast your vote. So these votes that we originally had all kind of jumped on and voted, right? So the big scary Proposition 1, we were talking about adding 500 million authorized shares to the share count. That's removed. That's gone off the table. That's no longer there. Why this is so important though, let me take a step back and explain to you guys why I think that AMC Entertainment is redoing or holding off, postponing the annual meeting. And you have to assume that we already know, all of us, I mean, there's probably a lot of us, not all of us, that don't actually own AMC stock. We own a synthetic share. But with that synthetic share, we also gain a right to vote. I think at first it probably didn't happen as much because, you know, a lot of us are new investors, don't even know how proxy votes were working, didn't even know if it probably hit your email unless you're up on that kind of thing. But trades really brought a lot of attention to the fact that there was this vote was happening by having Adam Aaron on and kind of pushing us to vote for Proposition 1 by promising that he wasn't going to use the authorized shares for the remainder of the year. So a lot of new votes jumped into the system, right? We're coming in, like our ballots were getting casted. And I think what AMC Entertainment is seeing as they were going through all these votes is that, holy shit, we have a bunch of the number of votes that we're getting outweigh the actual float. And if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. We already know there's, you know, could be billions of synthetic shares floating around out there. And now they're getting all these votes and they're just saying, wow, there's an overvote. And so I think that what they need to do in their minds is like, okay, let's postpone this. Let's increase, let's do the vote. Let's make sure that we have everybody vote again and demonstrate now how much we really think that it's getting pushed over that, you know, level. So they're going to give more time basically for us to come out and vote. It's so important that if you guys haven't voted, well, number one, you don't know on this new voting ballot if there's new issues. They could have new propositions. They removed Proposition 1, they could have added a different one, right? And so we want to be aware of that and make sure that our voices are being heard and it's our right to vote, right? So we need to make sure that when that's coming out, we're checking for new issues, number one. But number two, casting the vote in itself is such an act of, you know, power from us as, like, you know, apes. Again, if we can show that it's overvoted, it's a clear indicator that there is a bunch of, you know, short bullshit going on. It's as clear as day. And it makes sense that, you know, in my opinion, if I'm AMC, what might happen that coming out of these closed SEC hearings, right? Like, what if there's some rule changes there? All these different DTCC rules are getting into play. It makes sense if you could hold this ammo a little bit later in your pocket and you as a company know by just the proxy votes that how many, like, even if it was close to the number, let's say a big percentage still didn't vote, and it's still like overvoted, then you know that it's everything that we've saying is true. And I think it's really important. And I think that that's what we're going to find is the case. But again, I have to stress why it's super important. You have to vote. Let's demonstrate our power. Let's show them how much of the synthetic bullshit is floating around. So remember, June 2nd, you have to get your vote in. Make sure you guys mark that shit on your calendars. Get your vote in. It's super, super important. And with that being said, I will end that subject there, and I will show you guys some of the Fintel data to wrap up the video, because I know a lot of you guys like that shit. So we'll look and see if we got any good institutional buyers today. Holy shit. So 13Fs, again, I said this in my last video, doesn't mean that they bought it today. It could have been, you know, a month ago, could have been yesterday, 2 weeks ago, doesn't matter. 13Fs are just letting the governance to know that you secured a position. And Cohen and Company, holy crap, 191,000 shares. They didn't own any beforehand. That is big. They 90 call options here from Core Wealth. Victory Capital added over 40,000 shares to the position, 364% increase in their position. Very, very nice. Holy shit. Oh no, this is from yesterday. So yeah, so these are only the three from right here. I was like, oh my god, did manufacturer's life insurance file another form? Okay, so it's just these three, but this is a big one, 191,000 shares. That's big money. And then this one is nothing, again, to turn our nose up to. This is fucking, people are showing that they are on board with us, gentlemen and ladies. We'll look at the short interest real quick here. We're sitting at 81%. That's good. And yeah, it definitely looks like they're getting more shares that they can borrow right now. That's unfortunate, but I'm expecting that they're really, really digging deep to basically the bottom of their fucking barrel, because they're on their last leg. Sitting at a 10.74 short borrow fee rate. It's kind of just hovered in the 10 area today. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't given you guys that's, you know, updated recently. Short interest, the float's 93 million as of, well, actually, it's actually updated as of 4/15, which is April 15th. They update this twice a month. Currently, 32% of the float, according to Fintel, is short. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Well, you guys, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. I'm excited. I'm going to barbecue some food for dinner. Again, the main focus that I want you guys to take away from this video is the fact that you guys need to vote June 2nd. It's really important. Let's show them that how many synthetic shares we really own. Make sure you guys spread the word. And again, I've been getting so much love on my YouTube videos and my Twitter. It's unbelievable. If you guys like the video, like the info, please drop a like, give a comment, subscribe. You know that whole spiel. I love you guys a long time. Peace.